Blood and Wine. That damn update is so freaking huge. It's like a second game all to itself. They had new continent, weapons, people. I mean, new story. I mean, lots of shit. So you're getting your money's worth. Versus it being a free update where they may add a couple little things here and there, not really an entire, world. So I'm kind of cool with that.
Well, it's not like that. Scorched earth, it's really hard to find water. It's really hot.
Oh,
There's sandstorms.
oh wow, that's like damn near like mountainous desert then.
And there's specific animals for scorched earth.
Wow. So I would think if it's really hard to find water, if you're playing the game vanilla, I wonder if they have adjusted the dehydration in that game. Since it's so hard to find water, if you zone in at an unlucky spot, you could be fucked just trying to get to an area that has some water. Because you very well know you could die in that game if you don't get any
Yep.
water.
There's something to do with the animals hold water or something.
Ah,
Or certain animals do.
gotcha. I kind of wonder if they are going to add in more mythical creatures into Ark, which would be cool. They should. They really should. Do you know if they've released anything about the actual story to the game yet?
No, they haven't. They haven't done anything with the vanilla shit.
They really need to start releasing the story to that damn game. You know, that's that's the one issue I have with some survival games. It's kind of lazy, in my opinion, on the developer's side. Sure, you're making these awesome environments, give you that. You're making great creatures, give you that. Combat is really good, but at the end of the day, it's like, what's the drive to play it? You know, even like when they did Titanfall, the developers realized, you know what? We need an actual story. They had all this good stuff going for them. The combat was great. The mechs were amazing. How the mechs worked were good. How the mechs worked with the people were good. But there was no freaking story. So people just stopped playing it. Their fucking player base just dropped tremendously. So now at Titanfall 2, they realized, okay, yes, people, we now have a story. We now have a campaign. You know, that is so fucking important. And a lot of studios have lost sight of that. That story is what compels a person to constantly come back and get into it. The lore of it and everything. You know, it entices them, you know, to find out more about the game, to go and dig deeper in the game. You know, all survival games need to have a kick-ass story. You know, and it doesn't have to be laid out there for you. You can find bits and pieces of that story as you are exploring the land. You might find an obelisk. You hit the obelisk, and all of a sudden you get a bit of a story. It could be a set of ruins where you find an artifacts that tell you more about the story. They could do it like that and be good to go. Games like matter of fact, Battle Chasers is doing that, where the story is not laid out in front of you, but as you go throughout the rooms and dungeons, stuff starts to unfold. So you get a better picture of what's going on. Hello, my lovely, lovely Jareen. Yes, my lovely Myra just came home from her day job. Came home from work. Ooh, yep. I definitely want to be able to get this bad boy. Well, not will. It will be. Well, not hope. It will be done. I should say. This will be. Well, this is pretty much like 80% of the way being done anyway. This shoulder. And I'll hop on the other one. I'll get that bad boy knocked out. Then I want to be able to finish the hand this weekend. I've already printed out. Well, not printed out. I've already molded all of the inner finger workings for it. I've got 3 already installed. I gotta put together the other 2. So come Sunday, it should be just straight up skinning, just working on the outer pieces to the entire hand. I'm gonna try to see if I can get enough done on Saturday to where I can pre-cut some of the pieces for Sunday. So that way you guys can just see me just assemble the pieces together.
You got a frozen camera, Da Vinci.
Oh, okay, let's unfreeze it. It is always that same cam. That's just weird. Weird, that's weird. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna kind of hit this a little bit with the heat gun. And I'm going to do just a quick pre-bend of it. Not too serious yet. Just to get the foam starting to set in the curve formation. Then as I apply this to this, it's going to be section by section. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down, glue in that section, a little bit more glue down, push in that section, and I'm going to keep doing that until I get all the way around. Okay, so now I got to attach these together. Let's smooth this out. Always make sure when you do use this stuff, you get the edges. Make sure you have the glue on the edges. So as you can see, I'm pretty much doing one side first. Then I can go ahead and bring down the other side and push that together. You want to try to glue it where the seams, like both pieces, the seams are as flush as possible. Just makes it a lot easier on you when it's time to sand and make those seams vanish. Okay, so now I'm going to put a bit of glue on the inside here where both those pieces Met and I do this so that it provides extra strength between the two pieces, especially because I will be curving this whole thing. So really, really important to make sure that you shore up enough of the inside strength of that piece, so when you're gonna bend it, it does not snap, separate. All right, Detroit and Jerry, Kitty said hi.
Hi.
She losing her, as you can tell, losing her voice, so she can't talk too much. No. Yeah, yeah. She had the beginnings of pneumonia, so she was definitely losing her voice. So she just got her back a couple days ago.
Lucky.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm getting sick too.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to get
That's
enough
so
sleep this
cool.
weekend. I'm just going to be walking a little bit more than I normally do. It's going to be fine. I'll bring my water with me.
Hopefully. Yep. That will definitely help.
Yep. I also plan to bring my meals with me, so I will definitely not be hungry. So I'm taking care of myself for this con.
Good, good. Yeah, that's something I definitely got to make sure that I do this con that I have some type of snacks with me as I'm walking around in Calibretto, so I can be able to sit down and snack once in a while to keep my sugars up. Because I know I'm going to be sweating my ass off inside, even with the fans, and everything else on. Right now, I'm putting in a bit more battle damage into this because he is a war golem that hasn't actually gone through a war. So there are very few parts on him that still look pristine. And when you are adding battle damage, it is tricky when you're carving it in. Very, very tricky because you don't want to overdo it to where it looks like a pile of walking crap. But you want to think logically about what areas will show battle damage. This is a show.
Like why that hit would be there and at that angle and not up there going that way.
Exactly, exactly. You know, think about if he got hit with a sword, the engraved line it would leave. What areas would that bump on? Like if it was on here, but he got hit with a sword, if anything, you would see it on the edges that were raised the most. Like I do have some etchings here for that, over there for that reason. I wouldn't put that on the inside because everything else is so raised. The eyes of the sword blade hitting the interior is pretty much nil because it first has to go through all of the other raised pieces. So that's where I will put the damage at, and I will try to keep it going in the same motion. Then when it comes down to like bludgeon weapons like hammers and whatnot, you might want to do things kind of like how I did over here, where he might have got hit with something really, really big and heavy in that area. So I kind of did that, all throughout. Plus looking at the actual concept art, and going off of that, which I'm also doing. All right, so speaking of concept art, pull this stuff up.
I have this weird mix of I want to spend all my money and I shouldn't spend any money. I get cooked on. I'm just like, horrible mix.